What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Yankees. I'm Patrick Hennessy, and today I'm going to remind you of 5 players that you probably forgot played for the New York Yankees. Let's jump right into the list with Lance Berkman, who played in just 37 games with the Yankees in 2010, and batted just .255 with 1 home run and 9 RBIs. In case you're not too familiar with Lance Berkman prior to him becoming a Yankee, he was a pretty solid player with the Houston Astros. He was a 5-time All-Star and a switch-hitting superstar. But he comes to the New York Yankees and he just becomes the absolute definition of mediocre. However, Berkman did come up pretty clutch in the postseason, particularly the ALDS against the Minnesota Twins, where he went 2 for 4 in just one game. Berkman was also pretty decent in the ALCS that year, a series which the Yankees lost against the Rangers. Try to forget about that. Where he was 3 for 12 with 2 RBIs. That's a career to remember. But of course, the Yankees decline his option for 2011. He signs with the Cardinals, and he's an all-star with 31 home runs, bats over 300, and finishes 7th in MVP voting. Just the Yankees' luck, right? My hat goes off to you, Lance. Next up on our list is none other than Pudge Rodriguez, who played in just 33 games with the Yankees after being traded to the club in 2008 at the trade deadline. The reason that nobody really remembers Pudge in pinstripes is because there was nothing really memorable about it. I mean, this highlight that I'm playing is basically the only one on YouTube of Pudge in pinstripes. Despite batting .295 with the Tigers before being traded to the Yankees, Pudge batted just .219 after landing in the Bronx. It's safe to say that by the time the season was over and Pudge signed his contract with the Houston Astros, I'd assume that both sides were very happy that they were moving on from one another. So while Pudge Rodriguez is undoubtedly one of the greatest catchers in MLB history, his tenure with the Yankees did not go as planned, and therefore it has become very forgettable. Number 3 on our list is going to have to be none other than the man himself, Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis played 28 games with the 2013 Yankees club that didn't contain some of your favorite star players like Jeter and A-Rod. They contained Vernon Wells, Mark Reynolds, Lyle Overbay, and Travis Hafner. Youkilis was a very feared hitter when he was with the Red Sox. He consistently batted over 300 every year with 20-plus home runs. But once he came to the Yankees, that all changed. In his very short tenure, he batted just .219 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs before falling on the injured list and never playing another major league game. To be quite honest, this was an acquisition that never even should have happened in the first place. It was just flat out weird seeing posters of a hairless Kevin Youkilis plastered all around Yankee Stadium. So, with that being said, let's just move on to the next forgotten Yankee. Number 4 is going to have to be a player who was once a superstar with the Atlanta Braves, and that is Andruw Jones, who played in over 170 games with the Yankees split between 2011 and 2012. And while Jones didn't put up MVP numbers in the Bronx like he did in Atlanta, he was still a pretty decent offensive player. In 2011, he hit .247 with a .356 on-base percentage and hit 13 home runs while driving in 33 RBIs. In 2012, his batting average took a little bit of a dip to .197, but he still hit 14 home runs and drove in 34 RBIs. Jones did get a very small taste of the postseason with the Yankees in 2011 when he got 1 plate appearance against the Tigers in the ALDS, and he made the most of it. He got a sacrifice fly. After the 2012 season with the Yankees, Jones decided to call it a career, and what a career it was. He finished with 10 Gold Gloves and 5 All-Star nominations. And while he does have a reasonable case to be entered into Cooperstown, it's not looking too likely. Last year, he only garnered 7.5% of the Hall of Fame voting. So, we wish you the best of luck, Andrew. Last but not least on our list is one player that MLB fans clamor over, and that's Bartolo Colon, who pitched in 29 games with the Yankees in 2011. For starters, Colon missed the entire 2010 season due to a number of nagging injuries, including right shoulder and elbow pain and damaging his rotator cuff. On January 26, 2011, the Yankees signed Bartolo Colon to a minor league contract. He was then invited to spring training, and he actually made the team with a bullpen position. However, by the end of April, he did replace Phil Hughes in the starting rotation. His shining moment as a starter with the Yankee came when he pitched a 4-hit shutout against the Oakland Athletics in Oakland. Colon finished the season with an 8-10 record while sporting a 4.0 ERA. He was named to the team's playoff roster, but he failed to make an appearance after the Yankees fell short to the Detroit Tigers in the 2011 ALDS. After the 2011 season, Colon would go on to pitch in 7 more seasons in his big league career into his age 45 year. And while he's still a free agent now at age 46, it's unlikely that he'll find his way back in the big leagues anytime soon. Thanks for watching. If there's any players you think we forgot, just leave a comment down below and we'll see you next video.